So the 21-day manifestation challenge, day number 6. Woohoo! Here we go. So what is more valuable to life and the world? Is it somebody who gets born into a life where they're totally provided for, everything's totally sorted, they've got all the money in the world, and everything just comes to them on a platter? Or someone who overcomes adversity of the challenge, poverty, lack, abuse, whatever it is, and decides to follow another path and overcomes all the challenges that life can bring, and then shares that study with other people and helps them overcome the same challenges. I was just mentioning people who, there's so many stories out there, people who have overcome the most horrific abuse, people who have overcome, for example, the guy called Viktor Frankl. He was actually in a concentration camp in World War II in the Nazis, one of the Jewish concentration camps. And, he overcome that challenge, then went on to write a book, describing his experience that, the people that actually survived that horrific experience were the people that had sort of a greater sense and purpose in life. They didn't give in to the circumstances, but held on to a belief. For example, I think he was like one that was sharing his bread. They obviously got very little food, but when he got food, he shared it with other people. He had this greater sense of purpose, and his purpose was to actually survive so that he could share about his experience. So even in the worst circumstances, it's that sense of purpose. People overcome anything. People overcome trauma. People overcome abuse, all sorts of really horrific experiences, and then go on and share that and help other people to overcome those same challenges. For example, if you've never experienced abuse, you've got no experience to share that. You don't know what it's like. But if you're somebody who's overcome abuse, you can go and share that from the depth of your heart, from that experience, from deep understanding of what it's like to experience abuse, and go help other people. If that's what overcoming challenges isn't about, then what is it? So what challenges are you overcoming? And in the overcoming, you'll be able to go on and share that with the world. Look back at your own life. What challenges have you overcome? And you might be sharing those experiences. You might be sharing and supporting the world, supporting other people based on those experiences. You might have overcome a particular strong health challenge. You might have overcome an incredibly challenging health challenge. Like, how many people have overcome stuff like heart attacks, or depression, or anxiety, or all these like really, really difficult challenges, and through the discovery of how to overcome those challenges, have then gone on to share that type of stuff with the world. And it's not particularly like you have to go through these massive dramas or these massive challenges. It could be the smallest thing that you've studied deeply, like whatever it is. It's particular to each person. Personally, there's been so many challenges in my life that, by rights, the way I grew up as a kid, and things that happened to me as a kid, it would have been quite normal for somebody like that to become a drug addict or alcoholic or something like that. And through the overcoming of those challenges, I can really understand to a deep level what it's like for a child to grow up in an abusive family, or family where there's no sense of connection. All those little experiences add to my depth of understanding and my compassion and my empathy for people and kids who go through the same experiences. So what challenges are you overcoming? And in the overcoming, you'll be able to go on and share that success with the world.